Hello and welcome to the Ant-Man channel. Hello, hello, hello. It is Thursday, the 23rd of January. It is 2014 and I'm your host, Ant-Man. I have an article in front of me here from WND.com and it is a front page article from 2 days ago, but I'm going to report it now. Haha. Republican Obama should be hanged. Execution is the appropriate punishment for traitors. Is this radical? Yeah. Is Christianity radical? Yeah. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that are radical these days. Having an opinion is radical because being opinionated is looked down on. I told my friend yesterday that I didn't like Obama. He asked me who was my favorite president, and I said, I don't know. I said, I like Ronald Reagan though, because Ronald Reagan's more new age, and he also tried to bring back the founding fathers principles and stuff like that. So that's why I like Ronald Reagan. But he asked me, who do you think the worst president was in all of history in the United States? I said, I think Barack Obama is by far the worst president we've ever had. And he looked at me kind of like, man, that's cynical. He kind of looked at me like, man, that's really negative. But then, like, I was just playing around. I'm like, yeah, it's because I'm racist. And then he laughed and he started to like play along with it. Like, yeah, you're just racist. And it's funny because people who don't pay attention to politics, who don't pay attention to anything, they think that, there is no absolute truth, that there is no right and wrong, that there is no up and down, that the sky isn't blue. You know what I mean? It's just, there isn't a lot of truth out there anymore. And I think that you need to rebuke all the cults and all of the false religions out there that tell you that there's no authority on earth, these Mormons came over to my house yesterday, and I guess I should have known, because nobody else goes door to door but Mormons. They came to my house and they thought they were going to come to my house and talk to me about religion, about their religion, or their cult. But I sure did surprise them, because I invited them in my house, we sat at my dinner table, and I talked to them about the real gospel. And they were rolling their eyes at me. One of them was, the elder, I'm elder, whatever, oh yeah. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, religion is the stupidest thing, and it is a tool of the devil to get you. I mean, it's really despicable, and I look down on it and spit on it, on Mormonism, because they come to your door saying, do you believe in Jesus Christ? Oh, well, let's talk about Joseph Smith, though. Glory to Jesus Christ, all right? All the glory. Anyways, this article is by Chelsea Schilling. Why do I get off topic with these things? It's because in the postmodern era today, I'm telling you, man, having an opinion, using your own mind, and not being a, hypnotized zombie it's very unusual to people. A GOP candidate for the Florida House of Representatives is under fire from his own party and said he's been visited by the Secret Service after he tweeted Monday that President Obama should be hanged for treason. Why did I say in the beginning is this radical? Because, man, you're talking about having the law executed for what it is, man. And it doesn't matter if the man's black. It doesn't matter if he's the first black president that ever was. It doesn't matter who he is and what school he went to. He is a traitor. And he has been caught red-handed for it. You guys out there need to wake up and realize this and call it out for what it is, man. I made a video like about a year and a half ago about impeaching Obama. And to tell you the truth, man, to where I am now, I have grown in leaps and bounds in knowledge and in wisdom and in strength and in all things, man. Glory to God is because if you're attached to the true vine, my friend, you will grow. Other than that, you will be like the people who are given over to a reprobate mind. Some of the people that I know who are my friends that I love, man, that are lost, that I have tried to talk about Jesus to, they will tell me, because I will say, man, we joke around. I said, man, if I can go to high school again and just with what I know now, and they'd be like, what do you know now? And I have been out of high school for like 9, 10, 11 years now. And when people say something like that to me, you're exposing your own ignorance. Really, you haven't learned anything since then? And you're not ashamed to say that? And you think that there isn't a way for you to fix that? We are living in times, my friend, where you have learned helplessness. You're domesticated. You're feminized. You're meant to think of yourself as nothing. You're not even, with all this abortion and stuff like that, it's meant to dehumanize you, man, so that you don't realize who you are. Knowing who God is makes you realize who you are. Other than that, Why do you think the government's coming after Christians and conservatives and Tea Party members and stuff like that? Because we're the only ones that say anything about anything. Oh, but we are called pro-war, we're haters and all this. Oh, get out of town, my friend. If you only understood communism, socialism, Marxism, and despotism, and all the other isms, you would understand what I'm trying to tell you. Joshua Black, 31 years old, Republican candidate for Florida House District 68, quoted a tweeter saying, a tweeter? I'm past impeachment, I mean. It's time to arrest and hang him high. Black added, agreed. Joshua Black, 31-year-old Republican candidate for Florida House District 68. He wants to hang Obama, and he's black, and his name is Joshua Black. I think he's a racist, even though that makes no sense. But hey, let's just pull the race card. The pathetic, you know, when President Obama used the race card the other day, I thought, man, you got to be very desperate to be doing that, my friend. That's very desperate. Chris Latvala, a Republican candidate for House District 67, shot back. You aren't seriously calling for the killing of Obama, are you? I know you are crazy, but good heavens, you are an embarrassment. Black then replied, execution is the appropriate punishment for traitors. Don't you have a race? Don't you have a primary? And then he put hashtag mind your own business. So you see a bunch of tweets here by Mr. Joshua Black saying, I'm past impeachment, it's time to arrest and hang him high. Execution is the appropriate punishment for traitors. The execution should come after a lawful conviction by both the Senate and the jury. You know what they try to make you live in fear. This government administration that's going on right now is trying to make you live in fear of saying things like this so that you're afraid of black helicopters and the fact that the NDAA is signed into law and that he can make you disappear. Come make me disappear. Come do it, my friend, because you're just going to make me a martyr and you're going to make my people, if I have to die for all of you to wake up, I think I would do it because you know what, man? There isn't anything really left to live for these days. We're going down that direction, my friend, where we're going to be looking at some dark days ahead. And if I could save you from that, if I could get you to just look up a little bit, my life is more than, you know, fulfilled. My life was very well worth living, my friend. Because it's really painful to look and see how hypnotized and zombified everyone is and not do anything about it. It really is. It's horrible. Latvala responded, I make it my business when so-called GOP candidates become an embarrassment to my beloved party. You know, the people in the people who are sold out in you know, Congress and all that stuff, dude, they're about as religious as the atheists are because they are like worshiping Obama just like the atheists worship Richard Dawkins. I make it my business, he says. He says you need to go take your medicine, and he put hashtag tinfoil hat, hashtag crazy. Black later expounded on his comments, even going far as quoting Jesus in a Facebook posting, saying, to everyone who was offended that I said that the POTUS should be hanged for treason, this is the man who droned Alawaki on suspicion of terrorism, not proof, and later killed his 15-year-old son for nothing more than being his son. This would be exactly what the president has done to others as Jesus said, the measure ye mete, it shall be meted to you again. I make no apologies for saying that the president is not above the people. If ordinary Americans should be executed for treason, so should he. You know what, Mr. Black is so awesome, dude. But a lot of the Americans are indoctrinated by progressive views these days. By the Woodrow Wilsons of the world. They think that we're that the government is not accountable to Newton, it's accountable to Darwin. Sorry, Mr. Woodrow Wilson. We find out now that in 2014 that evolution is a lie now. And that we've been directed in following this religion for the last, 100 years? With all of our views, and like we rely on the experts and all of these unelected bureaucrats and all this, and it's just, look at where it's gotten us. And you know what the definition of insanity is to continue to perpetuate the same thing, doing the same thing, never changing your what you do, like doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That is the absolute definition of insanity. And this is who we're being run by. We're being run by absolute insane control freaks these days. And they think you're so stupid that they're going to get you to be afraid of guns like you were afraid of It the Clown or Pennywise or whatever when you were a little kid. That's what they're trying to do to you. Like, with people that are not growing up in the gun culture, who aren't, homegrown Americans that go out shooting and love all that stuff and love their heritage and all that, they're trying to brainwash you against all of that so that you don't fight back. That's all the reason for this. They want to take us down. They want to take our country away from us and our freedom. That people that we love and look up to and that are on our dollar bills fought and died for us, man. And all you guys are throwing it away over twerking. You got to be kidding me, right? You got to be kidding me. So don't stop at impeachment. Remove him. Try to, try him before a jury. The very right for that he arbitrarily denied to Alawaki and his 15-year-old son, and upon his sure convictions, execute him. Thus has he done. Thus it should be done to him. Why do I agree on this? Because, hey, man, he's funding Al-Qaeda in Syria, killing my brothers and sisters who are Christians. That's why. That's nothing to be, if somebody wants to hang him, I'm not going to stop him. Barack Obama thinks he's the Jesus Christ that's going to go down and be blamed for taking this country down. He's running scared right now because he knew he couldn't take our guns away with the stupid Sandy Hook false flag terrorist attack. He knows that he has every single right to be impeached and then thrown and tar and feathered and made as a public example of what a traitor is. But you know what I mean? The general public's so dumbed down that they don't even understand or even think that this is going on right now. They think that this is all, like, this happens in every time in history. When something really big, either good or bad, is happening, most of the general public don't believe that that is going on in their time. So Mr. Joshua Black for Florida House District 65 put, to everyone who was offended that I said that the POTUS should be hanged for treason, this is the man who droned Alawaki on suspicion of terrorism, not proof, and later killed his 15-year-old son for nothing more than being his son. This is also the man who sought to have Bradley Manning and Eric Snowden executed for treason when they didn't kill anyone, nor does the U.S. government pretend to believe that they cost any spies their lives. This would be exactly what the president has done to others, and as Jesus said, the measure ye mete, it shall be meted to you again. I make no apologies for saying that the president is not above the people. If ordinary Americans should be executed for treason, so should he. So don't stop at impeachment. Remove him, try him before a jury, the very right that he arbitrarily denied the Alawaki and his 15-year-old son, and upon his sure convictions execute him, thus has he done, thus it should be done to him. And then he put hashtag Benedict Arnold. Black said he doesn't worry about the U.S. Secret Service will visit him, and the agents reportedly showed up on his doorstep Tuesday afternoon. He told WND, as I have been explaining all day, too many times we stop pursuing justice against criminal politicians after they leave office. Not this time. We need to send a firm and clear message that no government official is above the law. That's the purpose of my statement. GOP State Chair Lenny Curry tweeted that Black's comments were deplorable, despicable, hateful. He added he should go home and stay home. You see, this is the progressive, atheistic, evolutionary psychologist, brainwashed, yuppie mentality, is that we need to remove people who don't believe in the same thing as we believe. It's pathetic. It's hypocritical. Local GOP Chairman Michael Guju blasted Black's comments. It's impossible to accept this statement. This is wholly unacceptable and unduly provocative. I agree. And you know why I say I agree? Because I'm not afraid of these scumbags and their threats and their fraud. And the fact that they say if you don't believe, if you don't, unconsciously follow what the president tells you to believe, or or support him blindly, then you deserve to die. That's what they're saying to you. So why is it bad to say that this man is a piece of garbage that needs to be absolutely thrown away? You know what I mean? It's pathetic how the general public doesn't know right from wrong anymore. If a man goes around and is stabbing babies in their strollers, people nowadays will be like, oh, leave him alone. Leave him alone. He could stab babies if he wants. This is how stupid everyone is. There's no love of justice. There's no love of nothing. It's just, I want to be a dumb idiot, and I want to love and worship celebrities all my life. According to WTSP TV 10, Curry, Latvala, and Florida Governor Rick Scott have called for Black to drop out of the Florida House District 68 race. But Black said he won't leave the Republican Party or the race. I do not take orders from the governor. I'm staying in the race. Anyways, this guy sounds like a racist to me because, he doesn't like Barack Obama. But anyways, subscribe to my videos. God bless you and have a good day.